Hey everyone, and welcome back to What If Kid Goku Turned Super Saiyan? This is part 9. As always, I'll leave links to the previous parts in the description and in the cards. Just before we begin, I'd like to remind you all to subscribe and ring the bell if you enjoy what I do here. It really does help me out. It means the world to me to see how much this channel has grown in such a short period of time, so thank you for sticking with me. I'm planning out several new What Ifs, as well as a follow-up to What If Vegeta died in the Saiyan saga, as well as Goten being born early, very soon. Now, to recap. Goku transformed into a Super Saiyan early and wiped out King Piccolo, and as a result, Kami. He later made a deal with the other three Saiyans and obliterated Frieza. More recently, Cell is on the loose, having absorbed both Cyborgs number 17 and 18. Overconfident and craving a challenge, he hosts the Cell Games. This time, Cell hasn't received a Senzu Bean. Instead, Goku opted to eat one himself, and as a result, he handled his Cell Jr. pretty well. Unfortunately, Yamcha and Krillin were both killed in this fight. Seeing his best friend die in front of him again, with no way to revive him this time, Goku and Nappa both flew off the handle, the latter finally achieving Super Saiyan. Goku obliterated his Cell Jr. and then the rest with the help of the others. Cell, seeing Goku's anger and subsequent power boost, decides to kill Gohan to make Goku even angrier, but Goku steps in front of the beam, dying to save his son. Gohan explodes into Super Saiyan 2, and that's where we'll be picking up the story today. Cell takes a step back, the dust clearing to reveal the fiery eyes of the Super Saiyan 2 glaring back at him. He can sense Gohan's immense power. It's pretty close to his own perfect energy, maybe even slightly stronger. But he doesn't panic. Instead, he decides to goad the boy into a fight, to which Gohan, understandably, kicks him full force into a mountain. Cell gets the picture now, and powers up to his maximum. The battle is a lot closer this time. Remember that this version of Perfect Cell is a lot stronger than his original counterpart, and this Gohan also has far more potential than the original too. And with no way to bring back his father, Krillin or Yamcha, Gohan is out for blood. He's never known a world with Dragon Balls, so he knows that any damage to the planet and death is permanent. He remembers number 17. He didn't seem like a bad person. He remembers all the time he spent with his father over the years, their 4 years of training together most recently. He knows that he is the only one who can save Earth. The battle rages on, tilting in Gohan's favour. None of them have yet noticed that Goku's body has disappeared. Cell is getting worried at this point and employs the only tactic that seems to work against these guys, the Taiyoken. Trunks and Raditz see it coming this time, but everyone else is blinded. Cell immediately goes for the Senzu Beans, blasting Raditz out of the way and knocking Trunks to the ground. He takes a bean, and by the time Gohan recovers, Cell is back at full power. He thanks Gohan for a good fight, but decides now is the time to end it. Perfect Cell charges up a solar Kamehameha. Gohan is winded and injured, but pushes on, charging his own Kamehameha wave. The blasts meet, and even with all his rage and his power being higher than ever, Gohan is being pushed back. Suddenly, another blast connects with Cell's, and Gohan hears a familiar voice to his left.
You've already taken my brother. I will not allow you to take my nephew from me too!
It's Raditz, with a one-armed Kamehameha. Suddenly, the ground explodes beneath Cell's feet, throwing him off balance. It's Nappa, with a giant storm.
Gohan, now!
With a burst of renewed confidence and love for his uncle, Gohan pushes Cell back with his full power, completely destroying him, and ending the threat once and for all. Gohan collapses to the ground, reverting to his base form. Raditz is on his knees, but manages a strong laugh.
That one was for you, Kakarot.
The group heal up with Senzu Beans, and lament their losses. This is when they finally notice that Goku's body is missing. They don't panic for too long before Goku starts talking to them all telepathically. He explains that when he died, he was allowed to keep his body because he'd saved the Earth so many times. He ran into Kami, who was waiting for him at the check-in station. He said that he had been watching Goku from Otherworld and was very impressed by him. Anyway, then he had to run across Snake Way to meet Kaio, which had only taken him about half an hour. So he's talking to them right now using Kaio's telepathy, and even better, Kaio knows the coordinates of the planet with Dragon Balls, so they could go there to make a wish. It's then that Vegeta chimes in that he's heard stories of wish orbs on planet Namek, but believed they were false rumours. Goku says they should use the wish to bring Kami back to life, so that Earth's Dragon Balls return as well. Before Goku goes, he asks not to be resurrected, at least not yet. He wants to train some more, and he's been told that there are some amazing people in Otherworld. And so the gang prepare to head to planet Namek, while Goku trains on Kaio's planet. They have 3 Saiyan pods that they can use, and it's decided that Gohan, Raditz and Vegeta will go to Namek, while Ten Shinhan and Nappa remain behind to take care of King Piccolo when he comes back. So why does Vegeta agree to go along so easily? Well, I would say that Vegeta is looking for any excuse to bring Kakarot back and prove that he is stronger than him. Even if Kakarot doesn't necessarily want to come back right now, there's nothing to stop him coming back later if they have Dragon Balls on Earth. He has an ulterior motive, because of course he does. This also has the added effect of Trunks learning about planet Namek, which should change the future substantially. But we'll get into that another time. Now, we'll say that it takes around 6 or 7 days to reach Namek from Earth in Saiyan space pods. They arrive to find Namek at peace, and happily follow Bulma's old dragon radar to the signals. It's deemed that their intentions are pure and they are allowed to use the Namekian Dragon Balls. As a bonus, the Grand Elder even pulls out Raditz and Gohan's hidden potential, making them even more powerful, much to the annoyance of Vegeta, who is currently deemed unworthy of the power-up. Purunga is summoned and the wish is made for Kami to return to life, when they're told that they're allowed 2 more wishes. Back on Earth, Ten Shinhan is waiting for Piccolo in the field he was killed in so many years ago. Nappa backs him up, but it's not needed. King Piccolo is easily trapped in a rice cooker with the Mafaba and sealed away for good. With Kami alive again, the Dragon Balls at Kame House spring back to life, glowing magnificently, and the gang on Earth waste no time in summoning the dragon. They use their wish to bring back everyone killed by Cell, with the exception of Son Goku. Back on Namek, they use their second wish to revive Krillin, which is granted. They try to use the third wish to resurrect Yamcha, but they're told that he's already alive. They take this as a sign that the plan worked and the Dragon Balls on Earth are back. Raditz laughs to himself, shouting loudly that he wishes his father could be here to see him now, as strong as he's gotten. The Namekian translator takes this as a serious wish, and they're told that since Raditz's father died on planet Vegeta, and it no longer exists, he would be brought back to life in space and die again. Raditz, in truth, hadn't even thought of bringing his father back to life, but that's when Vegeta says he should wish his soul to Earth first and then revive him. Raditz is unsure, but Gohan says he'd like to meet his grandfather. And so the wish is made, and the Dragon Balls scatter, both on Namek and Earth. Gohan explains that they'll have to wait a year to make another wish on Earth, based on the stories his father told him, but the Namekian Elder chimes in that their years are a lot shorter than those on Earth. As a favour to the brave warriors who travelled so far to revive their friends, they wouldn't mind using the Dragon Balls again when they were active. Raditz and Gohan thank them, and Raditz communicates their next set of 3 wishes to the Elder Muri, who obliges them. After saying their thank yous and farewells, the group head home to their families and friends. And that's where we'll end things for right now. So what do you guys think? Are we going to see Bardock in the next part? Or did Raditz make slightly different wishes? Guess we'll find out next time. Remember to subscribe so that you don't miss the next part. I'd like to say a big thank you once again to everybody who has subscribed to this channel and given me all the views that I've gotten recently. This channel's growth has been amazing and I owe it all to you guys, so thank you so much. As always, I'll see you next time.